Hello traders, it is 2 minutes until oil news release. It does not matter to me if oil news release positive or negative, as everything preset in price far in advance. In front of you see oil weekly chart, and I'm projecting oil heading higher up. Next level on oil on weekly if you're a position trader, 47. 47 is broken, oil is heading to 50. 52. One step at a time. So let's take a look on our day trading chart. As everything I spelled out yesterday in the room played out by a tick. Oil was at reversal zone. I said my bias remains firmly bullish. Correct? I said expect selling pressure here. And if oil breaking through here, we will go off to the races. I'm expecting oil at 40. Next level, 40.75. But whatever oil will do right now, we will ignore completely for at least the first 5 minutes. As we know extremely well, if oil breaking through this level, it can collapse all the way to here. I would be highly interested in long from this area. Knowledgeable trader always ignores everything that happens on oil after oil news release. I only respect news due to volatility. It doesn't matter if it's oil, it doesn't matter if it's Apple, as all the levels preset in front of you, far in advance. So, let's see what oil news expectations are, and let's see what oil will do next. Shall we? Here's oil. Data is out. Shortage of oil. Extremely bullish news. Here goes oil. And we will review what Apple had done. Will oil fly instantly to this level? So while we're waiting on oil to wake up, and so is S&P, we're looking on various charts. Here's a question from my dear students who came to the course after losing a lot of money in position on silver. This is Alpha Wave Trade and Fibonacci Trading Institute proprietary Fibonacci levels. This is reversal zone. Silver crushed and burned. Right now finding very powerful support, but nowhere near as powerful and impressive as gold. And here is Valiant. All the same charts I use for day trading, you can use for investment purposes. Valiant staged even more powerful collapse than silver, reversing completely from reversal zone. All the levels spelled out by the price, far in advance, completely independently of any fundamentals. And that remains the key. So, if you're witnessing the importance of gold and silver, Valiant and silver, let's take a look on gold. Collapse on gold had started from 1900. Gold reached reversal zone and staged powerful push to the upside. Correct? You see 1300 area in front of you? No surprise here. 1300 is broken, gold is heading to 1400. Did you buy gold at reversal zone? Did you benefit as investor? Are you in significant profit? That's what knowledge of Fibonacci all about. And if you know the levels, you would not be losing 35% on Apple. You would be cashing out at 130 and monitoring for reversal at 93. As posted on social media forever, Apple heading to 106, then 111 from 93, time and time again. So this is Apple today. And where is Apple today? At this particular moment at 109.96. And where did the selling pressure came on Apple yearly from? Shock or not, reversal zone. So you know where these levels are? You know where to enter, you know where to exit as position trader, as investor. That pure and that simple. all the levels spelled out by the price in Fibonacci, completely independently of any indicators, of any news and any fundamentals, confirming that market is Fibonacci stage and we are just actors. And I will prove this time and time again. If Apple will break through 110.72, it will head to 116. If Apple will break through 116, it will head to 126. The only way you can determine if it's place to get out if you know the rules. And that remains the key, and that remains the core of the course, where you learn the levels, you learn the rules, you learn how to insert them on your platform. You can apply them to 1 minute, to weekly, to monthly, to yearly. Using the strategy I developed in 2008, when I started questioning everything about collapse of stocks I was holding that had solid fundamentals. And this is a stock that took me on that adventure. This is Chesapeake Energy 2008. Had solid fundamentals. My stock was crashing and burning. What in the world was happening? I started questioning everything about markets. I'm forever grateful I got out at 40. What happened with executive and president of Chesapeake Energy last month? You know. If he knew Fibonacci levels, the story could have been different. It had nothing to do with SEC investigation, as Price said very clearly years in advance. Chesapeake Energy is heading to zero. And that's what started my adventure into Fibonacci. And that's what's shown me time and time again that Fibonacci in price is all that matters. Everything else, background noise. I only respect news and fundamentals due to volatility. Nothing else matters or will ever matter to me for that reason. Unlike Valiant, unlike Apple, S&P is not selling off from reversal zone on yearly. S&P reached reversal zone, all spelled out by the price, since 2009 and dancing in massive correction between 2100 and 1800 area. And as long as 2100 is respected, market will continue doing so. And if you knew that this is reversal zone, you got out of the market when market reached this level, because you remember what happens 80% of the time, which is complete collapse. As we are finally witnessing serious selling pressure on S&P from decision point 1. This is exact same place where Euro dancing for the last year and a half, close to 1. Worthless bullish correction. Once Euro breaks through this level, it's heading 281 and then 251. Exact same level where Apple bounced from on 93. All the same formula. So we stayed out of worthless fluff, we stayed out of ultimate torture, and we are right now monitoring for short. As expected. Will S&P reach the end of the minor trend to the upside? Maybe. Finally, the end of the minor trend is reached. Are you clear? Exact same value to the end of the minor trend on this chart as on S&P this chart, where I warned you the entire morning, not an option to enter. So, will buyers blast through this level? Caution! Next level 2059.50. In these horrific correctional market conditions, we stayed out of the worthless chop. We stayed out of massive corrections. As I said to you, my only interest in taking long from as low as possible. As a gem hunter, you accomplished your trade once again. As I shared with those students who are privileged enough to know my strategy. Good luck of finding a negative trade on this one. If you do, I would like to see it. And that's the power of price and Fibonacci. This is strategy number 19. My favorite strategy of all times. Trail carefully, would you? Even in these market conditions, you manage to pull few points out of the market. You're a very knowledgeable trader. How far will this rally go? We don't know. We're only respecting what Fibonacci levels will tell us. Next. Shock or not, S&P is doing exact same thing as it's done on hourly. Except here it was spectacular resistance on hourly. Here is spectacular resistance on little baby chart. How did we know that price will struggle? Easy peasy. Fibonacci said so. Exact same way as price had shown to us that euro would struggle at this level. Oopsie doopsie doo. Problema and dilemma. Exact same place where oil had struggled on monthly at 86. End of minor trend. 86 was broken, oil went into free fall. All the same formula. I said to you, I would be shocked and floored if S&P will blast through this level. This is where we're expecting a war zone. And this is exactly what's happening. Time and time again. End of minor trend is present. We're treating bullish trend currently as counter trend. Is anyone surprised S&P reversing from the end of the minor trend as we discussed for the last 30 minutes? No surprise here. Exact same formula. Time and time again. Trade 19 this month in the trading room. We had another 15 trades in bootcamp. Remember, we've been closed for 2 weeks for the bootcamp. In this particular example, we didn't expect anything else. We only expected the end of the minor trend, which will make it trade number 19 that reached decision point 1 only. There is nothing else that we can pull out of this market that pure and that simple. It's all about Fibonacci levels. It doesn't matter if it's baby chart. It doesn't matter if it's monthly chart. It doesn't matter if it's yearly. You know the rules. You take a trade. And that's what course all about.